How do you handle
ban
this?
it. You ban it.
Well,
Right.
fine.
Do
There
you
you
guys
go.
want a
Cookie?
stat? Do you guys want some stats?
Yes, please.
I don't know. I'm pretty good today. All right. Hit me with it.
I'll
You
tell
convinced
you
me. All right.
anyways. I'll tell you anyways.
Sure, he wasn't really
I guess
asking,
it's
Zyori.
not gonna matter that much because they pick Mars, but Noping they have 100% win rate with Centaur with 6 games, so they never lost with it. So I'm very impressed that they actually picked the Mars, even though Centaur's open. But I mean, we've seen that a lot, right? You pick Mars, the other team doesn't want to pick Centaur, so that's probably
10
why they're going
seconds
for
remaining.
it. But Gyrocopter and Infamous,
5 seconds remaining.
really good versus Mars.
Bringing it back.
Magical damage.
They picked that in 2 of the 3 games, and it was support both times, right? Yes. For Excel.
Yes.
Won 1 game and lost 1 game. Okay. All right.
Mm.
We'll see how it goes. Still not a huge fan. Still assuming it'll be the support, especially into the gyro. Or into the Mars. I feel like you probably don't want to make it carry versus Mars, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's really good versus Mars in lane, but later on the arena is annoying.
But the arena and the bulwark too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's just gonna block a portion of each physical attack or whatever. And
I mean,
he's
you
gonna
do
be
go
like,
Maelstrom and like you have Rocket Barrage. So until Mars has a BKB, like you still do like a decent amount of damage. It's not amazing, but I think there are worse matchups. But yeah, probably gonna be a 5. I'm not sure it's really an Angel hero.
A lot of time here for Infamous. This is interesting. Were they not prepared for a Mars opener? Well, maybe that explains it a little. They pick up the axe.
another hero they lost with game 1 versus Beast Coast. All right, they want to prove that game 1 was the mistake, I guess, and it wasn't the heroes. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like this hero is still underrated. Like we don't
10
see picked a lot. I guess. I mean, we didn't see Brood being banned here. I'm not sure if Noping
seconds
likes
remaining.
that sort of stuff, but it is a hero that does okay with Brood, right? We saw that having that hard lockdown against it is strong. So if this is like I don't know, 5 Mars or mid Mars, and they pick Brood to still have the axe.
I think axe is good overall. He can be a little bit delicate.
He's
One of those
he's not
heroes
delicate.
that
Look at those arms.
well, he has one setting. Go.
He's definitely
And,
not delicate though. Why do his arms have 6-packs? By the way, maybe you guys can't see it in
that's,
such.
He's
There's
like
arms
Mark
are
McGuire
ripped little
on there.
arms.
And they're all flexing.
he's roided up, dude. It's not healthy.
There's gonna be an investigation. The little asterisk next to that one TI from
Dire team ban.
from
All of his
OG. I
records
don't
are going
know.
to get pulled.
Yeah, expunged even.
By the way, I'm not sure if you guys saw that Reddit post, but did you know Arctic Burn doesn't reapply when you don't have Ags? Like, it is only one debuff that lasts for a while. If you attack the same
10
person over and
seconds
over again,
remaining.
you don't really reapply Arctic Burn.
Yes, it's only
5
1 tick
seconds
of
remaining.
percentage damage.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm going to attack the first one, and I attack the second one, and I'm going to go back to the first one to do more damage, but you actually don't. So,
Correct.
It's very strange.
yeah. I don't know why they
It's
made
always
I mean,
been
it
like
like
says
that.
it says it in the thing that like it's not a bug. It even says enemy units can only receive the Arctic Bird debuff once per cast.
Dire team
Yeah, I
ban.
just didn't play a lot of Wyvern. I always assumed it worked like, I don't like Viper, right? You just keep reapplying. Okay. Position 5, Wyvern probably. They take the Medusa. Do you take the Nature's Prophet?
10
Yes,
seconds
100% ban it.
remaining.
Just get rid of it. I think that
5
it's
seconds
clearly a good tool for no ping. The other one would be the bristle. I'd probably still be considering. I think even with axe, I don't know if I want to mess with this guy.
Yeah.
Like axe has some stuff because you can obviously just force his direction, but it's not exactly
It doesn't last that
amazing.
long. And
Yeah.
the Bristle can go
Infamous
Sanjanyasha
time to
too, or
ban.
like Kaya Sanj. So
Now that is not a hero they usually ban. Of course,
Nope.
Infamous did just play it versus Beast Coast, but it's a bit curious.
the Luna, and I guess probably the Furion. So second phase is the no HFN phase here for Infamous.
Does the slow continue on Arctic Burn if
10
you keep the
seconds
debuff
remaining.
going? It doesn't do percentage damage anymore, but it continues to slow.
5 seconds remaining.
That's a good question. I don't think so.
I'm reading the Gamepedia, and it is not clear whether I feel like the slow stays on, but the
Infamous
damage doesn't.
turn to ban.
I don't know. You only fly for 8 seconds.
Yeah, the debuff lasts like for 6 or something, right?
For 5, yeah.
5? Yeah.
So I'm not even sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. We'll try to take note.
10 seconds remaining.
All right.
Yeah, it's really just like relevant if you're playing Core Wyvern because then the
5
Ags
seconds remaining.
does keep reapplying, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually really strong. And yet, we'll never see it until she
Yep.
gets some crazy buffs.
Until Weeha gets back into a professional team.
Whom?
The Weeha Romanian
yes.
player.
I think I've heard of him before.
I think he drives a Mercedes.
Oh, he does.
I've seen it.
Actually, I saw Lelis. He's from SA but plays for Quincy Crew. He just took a selfie in the
Infamous
first
turn to
Tesla store in Brazil.
Wow.
So even though he got that Mercedes, looks like he is eyeing up a Tesla.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mercedes not liking that tweet. Seriously, dude? Like, come on.
We give you a freaking car.
10 seconds remaining.
What are we paying for these tournaments? These players are just tweeting about
Care.
Elon.
Oh God.
All right.
You just care
I think
about
it's just gonna pick
Doges and Tesla.
the Dark Willow.
Dire team
If history proves them right, they just pick Willow. They pick the Lena instead. All right, we're mixing it up a little bit here.
Similar flavor.
Very
Pretty
good
lady,
versus Wyvern.
big damage.
Feisty position 4. I guess
Now,
could be
speaking-
mid too.
Of which, yes, for sure. Good flex, 10th pick. Willow actually looks kind of nice now that I'm looking
10
at it for no
seconds
ping.
remaining.
I don't know if they really play that hero, unfortunately.
5 seconds remaining.
But they can also nix.
the Hoodwink though, and they are against an Axe. They did play 2 games of Hoodwink this month, so that would be very cool.
And Hoodwink has synergy with the Sprout. And last time they couldn't even get them together.
Yes.
So boom. All right, they've got to be
Okay,
angling
so-
for Nature's Prophet, right? They're going to pick this hero, and then they're going to see if the Nature's Prophet is still a good pick next round. Already, it's got some issues, I would say, with like the Lena and the
Yeah.
Axe. I feel like those are decent catch heroes.
I do feel like the lane is fine, though, especially the lean is 4. You are range hero versus Axe. You have Sprout if he tries to close the gap on you up to the Blink Dagger. I guess you do have 2 range heroes as your 5 and 1 though, so we did see that being abused quite a lot. If they, I don't know, pick
Infamous
Darks
turn to
here.
pick.
Okay, Nyx.
Yeah, they just Nyx. I think it's Prophet. I think the Nyx leads into the Nature's Prophet pretty well.
Okay. I like this Nyx. It's amazing versus those 3 heroes actually. They all have damage that they cannot control, or that they like
10
when
seconds
you don't know
remaining.
that Nyx is invisible.
All right, so you have Mars Nyx in your off lane. What is
5
your
seconds
position 1 hero?
remaining.
Do you life stealer?
Yeah, I like the Life Stealer.
There's not a lot left.
You know, there's no jug, there's no troll. You need something
Kiel is
that's
kind of good here, right? Or Morphling, maybe? I think Andrew did play a game of Morphling.
Morphling. I could be okay with. I think PL is going to have a hard game.
Wraith King is kind of okay too. I don't really concern myself with mana burn.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Wraith King. I think he's really strong with the Gyro, have 2 stuns. Very
Dire
stable
team pick.
hero.
Oh, the biggin. And that threatens the Nature's Prophet. Very smart. Very smart. Now you don't want to pick NP. So now where's
See,
HFN
again,
going?
is it enough?
Does it really though? Yeah, 'cause
I think
with
there's
everything.
a basher, don't you just
10
TP
seconds
away from the
remaining.
Spectre?
Yeah, I'm in that same camp I was before.
Have you seen a
For-
Manta Spectre?
5
I mean, if you have to
seconds
yeah,
TP
but-
away as HFN
you're-
Prophet,
You're not split pushing though. You're just killing people as the position 1.
You're
okay.
so, like,
Well,
white,
let's
too,
compare
like-
Nature's Prophet situation versus every other position 1 hero. Don't
No,
you
no,
think
no,
that he gets far more shredded?
Listen to me. You just Nature's Call,
Why?
then you have Treants, and then the Dispersion doesn't do damage to you.
Yeah,
anymore. You
why
just
does he
keep
get
going.
shredded worse than every other carry?
He's like a lot squishier in comparison, and he plays by himself, more isolated, more often in the game, and he tends to be in spots where an axe is lurking, trying to find him, and you press the haunt button, and there he is. I think that he's like, in comparison, he's just much sadder than your
10
usual
seconds
carry.
remaining.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's literally the worst versus hero.
5 seconds
I think
remaining.
for off lane, yes. For one, I think it's
yeah,
not as
yeah, yeah. I
bad.
think it's cute because usually you see Nature's Prophet
Oh,
off lane.
Guys,
but-
are out to lunch, man. I
But,
don't know what
this
one could
Necrophos here-
possibly be a worse matchup than Spectre.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter because they picked Necrophos, and Necrophos
Is
I'm
Necro
trying-
the
I'm
one?
trying to figure exactly like is this gonna be mid? Because Lina could be mid, and I think the
10
matchup's kind of good for
seconds
Lina.
remaining.
So I'm confused.
Dire team ban.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
I
an
don't know.
HFN hero though, right? It slow,
No.
doesn't really farm that fast.
Yeah, that is a very interesting one to go with when there's still a slot left. I think Necrophos has a place right now in Dota, but I think it's 10th pick or it's like
10 seconds
an
remaining.
early-ish 3 where you don't
Turn to
necessarily
ban.
care that much.
Uh-huh. I think the only Necrophos we've seen in South America so far was Tavos in the offlane, and it was garbage. But maybe they're gonna play mid Mars, and Spectre is a weak laner, so they feel like Necro can actually lane okay versus her.
I mean, it's like on paper that sounds good, but the Necro doesn't actually lane that well in the games we've seen. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It seems like he's really hard to get off the ground with.
Oh my god, is it coming? Are they actually about to pick Nature's Prophet anyway?
I don't
I'm
think
else is he
really
playing?
not
but
sure.
I think you're overrating how good Spectre
10
is against
seconds
Nature's
remaining.
I
Prophet.
think
Because,
you're underrating.
dude, it takes so Spectre farms so slowly
5
dispatch.
seconds
Like
remaining.
the Nature's Prophet is gonna be
Yeah,
7,000
but it's
gold
I'm
ahead
not.
of the Spectre
It's
when
not
there's a
just
Manta.
Spectre. There's an Axe, Alina, and even this like magic damage early gyro.
Infamous turn to
Yeah.
ban. Templar.
I think
Oh,
that there's a lot of
whoa.
reasons not to pick her.
Oh my god, is it
Is
safe
this the
lane
carry
TA
TA?
again?
What the dude? South America has
Wow, Trent,
brewed
you
some
didn't
of
you
the
didn't predict the safe lane
weirdest
TA.
things.
No, I didn't.
Now who's out to lunch, huh?
10
What?
seconds remaining.
What is this? Why do they do this? I can't
Because
I
now
don't
they can't put the
understand-
Alina
5
mid
seconds
necessarily.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's really the depending on
They're
what
like trying to mess with your head.
Yeah.
But like, do you scale right now?
Choose your hero.
Oh, so that's Midlina. Okay.
I think that's fine, honestly. I think Lina versus TA isn't and like let's say they
Dude.
put the TA mid, it's
They're
kind of
gonna
even.
play- They're gonna play
Maybe not
carry
even,
TA.
but-
I don't. Well, you
It's
know, there's
safe lane
so many
TA again.
things. Yeah, like South America, position 5 Viper, the scary TA. There's so many things that I feel like were created here, and I'm kind of happy. You know, this league format gave these players means of creating things, and it's working for them. You know, no ping, they didn't lose a single game. If they are going to lose a game, though, I think this is gonna be it because this draft is wonky as hell. And Infamous, it feels like a normal draft. I really like Axe, so I think I'm going
All
with
right.
Infamous, but I am prepared to be surprised.
Let us keep in mind that the safe lane TA won against the 4 Pudge. Sorry, 5 Pudge. it
5
was,
Pudge,
right?
yes.
The 5 Pudge. So, you know, I don't know if that game really counted. Oh,
That
and
is a good
also
point.
a offlane Beastmaster, by the way, to add on to that too. So, questionable
was-
hero picks in the safe lane TA win.
Mm.
I gotta go Infamous. I think I can't get behind this TA. Trying everything you said about Prophet, I feel like you can make a similar case for a safe lane TA matching up against Spectre. That's
I would say it reminds me more about more of our game earlier where it was like, I don't know what this draft is, but if they play really fast, they can definitely win.
well, that's definitely true.
That's
And
what this one looks like too, right?
Necro Mars TA. Yeah, all right. You could take Roche and push pretty quick.
I mean, if you hit
Yeah.
the sites, you still just win Dota. I don't think it's going to be easy, and I don't think they'll win, but, you know, Matthew's a great scouter. He's very good at these sort of heroes that have
He's
to
a great scouter.
make the good fights happen.
Matthew, listen, we're not expecting much, but you were like the human ward that game. All right. Well done, buddy.
I don't know,
You
man.
were our scout.
Angel Spectre. I gotta go with that. I think
Mhm.
Angel versus TA is a terrible matchup, right? It has to be awful. So if this
Alright.
goes late, I feel like Spectre just solo wins.
Okay, I'm inclined to agree. Let's see what our casters think. I want to hear from Theban first on this one because this is wild. All right, this is a South American delicacy. Our safe lane, HFNTA. Help us make some sense of this. Is it good? And if so, why is it good here?
Well, is it good? If you would ask me, I would tell you, hell no, it's not good. But you know, no ping, they're on a roll. They've won a game with the safe lane TA before.
Yep.
But when they did win that game, it wasn't like an easy game by any means. They were having a rough time to like 25 minutes, and then they got like some BKB, some key fights, and then they were able to get ahead. No ping. I think their goal this game is to just try to win all the lanes and try to just constantly pressure. As Spectre is a really strong late game hero. I like the idea of like, you know, picking that hero to cover for the potential Nature's Prophet. Pick up.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. You got like Axe and Earth Spirit. If they roll in, you get the +1 with the Spectre. It's like gonna be pretty easy kills, right? Yeah, I think overall though, Infamous have amazing heroes against No Ping, Gary.
It definitely feels that way. And I'm still in my head mulling over this HFN TA because okay, Luna's banned, Medusa's banned. It feels like it is just that, okay, what is the third hero HFN wants to play? He doesn't want to play Jug. He doesn't want to play AM. He wants to play Templar Assassin. That's his wheelhouse. That's his comfort zone because he wants something that splashes. You know, he doesn't want to buy
Right.
Battle Fury and Cleave. He wants some split shot or Glaives.
Oh, Matthew.
Some kind of splash
Super
damage.
dead.
Yeah, Matthew, he's walked into the middle of all of Infamous. That's all 5 heroes. Down you go.
Okay,
The
so I
Nyx, he's a
guess
great scouter. He's a mobile ward, but wards can die very easily.
Well, and Lina gets the first blood too. That's amazing for KXY.
Huge.
This guy, I mean, getting this start against Mars gonna be rough. I think Dark Mago, he's got a lot on his plate this game, Gary. He's pretty much, again, the only playmaker. Every time they put this Mars mid, he's like the only playmaker, and it feels terrible.
And we always look to those early rotations, right? You know, the water runes, whatever. The first 4 or 5 minutes of the lane is just kind of trading farm. Maybe you'll have rotations from the position 4s, but it's that hit level 6, move into one of the side lanes, maybe a 6-minute rune comes up for you, and if that doesn't land for a hero like Mars, you do struggle. Because coming back after that, especially, you know, Alina just pushing your lane and farming, or even reacting and rotating to where you actually move towards, could undo all of your hard work, as we have another roll in. Matthew and Pandaboo do grab up the bounty rune. Axel Angel gonna grab up the right-hand side one, so 3 for 1. Infamous take the early lead already.
HFN also had to use a Tango top because he's lost a bit of HP. No one on Infamous TP into lanes, so they keep most of their gold intact. Oh, Matthew. He's gonna get gone up by Oscar. He's okay though. This is such a tanky hero. Like, you can't stop this guy. Okay, they'll get 50
6
gold for their
armor.
troubles. Killing that homing missile. Actually, I didn't even realize that homing missile gave 50 gold. It's so rare to try and kill it.
Yeah, usually it's landing. But this lane in general, Nyx plus Necro, I mean, Nyx is going to be kind of toying with the Axel Gyro a little bit, so Necro against the Spectre, I guess, is what we're really focusing on. How does that work out? Is Oscar going to be okay down here, self-sustaining with his regen?
Oh, most definitely. I think Spectre... I mean, Necro is one of the best lane matchups against Spectre. Plus, you got lots of sustain, the Heartstopper, or throughout the game, the Spectre is going to have a rough time playing against the Necrophos. Plus, Necro's going to be buying the team items and the Greaves and Pipe. These are the things that Spectre hates to play against.
Yeah.
So it's a solid, like, 1-for-1 counter pick in this game.
And oh, Mars, my god. KXY, still full HP, just launching these fireballs at him. Fiery Soul and Dragon Slave, so doesn't go for the Light Strike array. Just looking for that damage, the Wave Shove, chipping away at Dark Mago and forcing an early salve, which, you know, in turn delays the bottle.
Get that attack speed going. That's how you win the lane. Normally you would see the Light Strike array, like you said, like instead of the Dragon Slave, but going for the 1-0-1 instead of the 0-1-1.
And it's that first blood you
Matthew
mentioned.
again.
Matthew.
Oh
Sliced.
no. That's...
Yeah.
Now he has no TP either. What's going on with No Ping? They're falling apart so hard already. Like, not only in the draft, it's so awkward. Matthew making these very bad errors. Like, this is like game-losing mistakes coming out for Matthew right now.
It feels like they're not warmed up or something, but
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that mid lane, you know, you mentioned the first blood going to help out the Lina. She didn't go for the straight bottle rush. So the double nulls with the Dragon Slave, you're pumping out so much magic damage. What is it actually at now? 160? Come on, put the nulls back in. Yeah, it's 169. 170 damage almost.
Get back.
It's a
Straight
lot.
from that Lina. And
Yeah.
up at top, the final lane we've not really looked at. HFN, he is on that position 1 carry TA. Pandabu, the Winter Wyvern, supporting the Templar Assassin against an Axe and an Earth Spirit. Heroes that really can get on top of you quite nicely.
I'm very
So
surprised
far,
Mariano
too
only
bad
has
for
4 lacets. Right?
Yeah.
HFN has 8 denies and Mariano's got 4 This is not a lane I expect Axe to lose. I think if you're having a rough lane, you just go behind the tower, just start cutting creeps with your Axe and get your Earth Spirit to cover you. But this must be the Earth Spirit factor. Like, he can't really help you too much apart from pulling creeps either. It just baffles me.
There's no Quelling Blade or
Dark
anything.
Maggle.
Mid lane, Dark Mago down. Axel rotates into mid.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We saw Gyrocopter go to the bounty rune. Why? Because the Nyx Assassin had to walk all the way bottom. Because he died without his TP being up. And then he had no time to go to the bounty rune, check it out, or be ready to TP mid right away.
There's
And that
outplays
is-
all over the place. And Michael's
Exactly.
denying a ward. Axel also takes down an observer ward. Like, removing all of this dire vision. They're outplaying them in the lanes. Like, sure, Mariano not having a great time. You know, he's got no Quelling Blade or anything, but he's rushing straight into that Vanguard. So once he's at that point, he does become a pretty unkillable beast.
Necrophos, though, since he's not the one who died and they used a lot of resources killing the Nyx, has been able to pull ahead in this lane very hard here. It's got a lot of good stats. Angel's being pressured up. He's got no more regen. Someone's TPing in. Michael, they want to kill
That's
him.
why they bring the Earth Spirit down here, right? Homing Missile. Axel moves in with a gyro. Spectre has the Fairy Fire. Raindrops and one there, but they've got the Rocket Barrage. All this magic damage onto Oscar. He's got a Fairy Fire and another Death Pulse in a second, and that roll missing doesn't help Infamous. Matthew could line up the stun here onto Gyro, try and save Oscar. Necro slipping through the trees, but they've got
Got a
a
dagger in
Spectral
one.
Dagger to throw out. Angel not going for it.
Radiant
Valuing the creeps in his own life as they'll actually lose Michael to them.
I think Angel, he just lost way too much HP before the Gyrocopter and Earth Spirit came in. He's going to get healed back up, and very nice kill. They also lose Mariano top.
Oh, how the
Since the Earth Spirit-
turntables.
Yep, since the Earth Spirit TP bottom, he's all alone top. They just go hard onto him. Doesn't have any help.
And this is where we start thinking about these mid laners moving. Lina
Yeah.
has cracked level 6. I'm gonna wait another minute for the runes to come up.
Look
Dark
at her
Mago
assets,
is-
Gary.
Yeah, I mean, Dark
Oh
Mago's
my
halfway through
goodness.
level 5, and she's already what, a fifth of the way through level 6.
It's been a while
37-8.
since we've seen something like this, where one mid hero is just absolutely dominating
What's the...
the other. I mean, this has
Net
to
worth
start with the
difference.
first blood, right? KXY, free 400 gold or whatever it was. It's a lot,
Yeah.
1,000 gold, 5 minutes into the game. Difference between the two mids.
That's ridiculous. Usually you think, okay, that's CS, that difference, you know, maybe 500-600 or something, but 1,000 difference 5.5 minutes in. And now Lina, you know, back to base, full bottle, regens up and TP's down onto Oscar. Homing Missile's going to connect. This should be an easy one. I don't know if you
Yep.
even need to spend the Laguna Blade. Just punch down the Necrophos. Keep Angel happy and safe down in that bot lane while Lina can just swing back in towards mid.
He's been pushing the lane up really hard. We see Axe getting gone on here. We'll see that first if he's going to die.
Yeah, he should do. Arctic Burn slows him enough.
Yeah.
And HFN
Level
there
1
with
melt.
3 points in refraction. Yeah, level 1 meld. Matthew with the
Pass it
Invis
down.
rune, gonna steal it away from that Lina.
So, something to mention about KXY's rotation, like, it was so natural, right? He went back to base, he refilled, someone was mid to get XP, he TP bottom, and this Necrophos, in my opinion, is actually the hero you want to be shutting down on no ping side. Like, you don't want this Necro to get too big because he's the one who's going to counter your carry.
Yeah, now Nyx
Very
Assassin.
hard.
He gets daggered and chased. Doesn't have carapace. Gone for the 2 points in the impale, 1 in mana burn. So Angel and Axel leaving that bottom lane. They got on a bit of a wild goose chase here through the jungle, but they should be able to finish him off with one more touch. Dark Mago does kill off Angel's Courier, which had a Band of Elven skin in there, and Matthew's actually giving them the runaround. He's breaking some
so much
ankles.
space.
KXY, Dragon Slave, finally gets the job done. But you're right, you look at these other lanes, everyone's pretty happy there. Matthew creating
Definitely.
so much space.
KXY, he thought the Spectre and the Jara got the kill, so that he didn't even go over from the mid lane to nuke him right away, and that kind of wasted more time of Angel, and now look at him. He's just going back to basic heal, although he still has like half his mana. And now he's gonna have to TP out somewhere, or maybe Haunt. They want something mid. They want to go on Dark Mago and just get the Haunt off right now. Put it on cooldown.
They
Dark
saw the
Mago's
two
really
supports,
tanky.
though. Well, they still roll in. They know that Nyx and Wyvern are here. Their deep observer spotted them. And Michael, there's the Haunt. You called for it. Trying to jump
going
in.
top.
They're going top, though. That's the bigger kill. HFN. He's been targeted. Axel, Angel. There is a meld here. And they've got Dust, though. So he's just going to have to refraction and run away. And they don't actually take him down. So Michael, the casualty in the mid lane, as he rolled in pretty hard. Going for the bait play. But with Necro and HFN on this TA turning, they get the Scythe kill on the Gyro. Call out from Mariano.
Very big.
Next assassin under tower, not too bothered about it. He can carapace. Another mana burn's coming. The spins, though, dangerous for the Nyx. The cold embrace, the heal. Michael's rolled in. The waiting
no,
arms
Michael.
of HFN and Oscar. He's just going to bleed and give away his life again. 2 deaths in quick succession from Michael's Earth Spirit, and 3 kills in a row for Noping. Now they're the ones leading the game.
Yup. I mean, they went to the Templar Assassin. They didn't really have the Lina who was able to come in and help them out get the kill. They thought they had enough damage, but the Axe is only level 5, Gary. And no boots either. So he couldn't keep up with HFN and the traps. Haunt is wasted. Mid play was also wasted with the Earth Spirit rolling in. And they've just given away, like, what, 4 kills in the last 30 seconds? Damn.
Yeah, I mean, there
That's
wasn't
really
much in
rough.
it net worth-wise altogether. Maybe like a 500 net worth lead for the Radiant, but that's now become almost a 2,000 swing towards Noping. And when you think about a 2,000 swing 7-8 minutes in, that's a pretty tremendous amount of money going into the hands of the core heroes, especially. I mean, Axel's Gyro just gets closed in by 4 of them. Dark Mago, if he can get his hands on this kill, gets him closer to his Yule Scepter and full control into that Radiant Triangle area. Dewarding by Pandaboo, get their own vision down. And they see everything.
They know that the Spectre has this long cooldown. She can't join the team fights. We can battle all the time. T is already controlling top, and they're just sitting mid with 4 heroes on no ping. You can see how much they care about playing together. You don't have 3 cores on 3 lanes for no ping in this game, and that's how they're planning to get ahead. Just control 2 lanes, get kills on those 2 lanes, and who cares about the last one for the time being?
And then fight, you brawl, you scrap, you find Alina in the jungle. She was farming. Dark Mago with his Arcane
Not a
Rune
big
Arena. God's Rebuke to take her spree as well. What's that? Almost 400 gold for Dark Mago.
So good. I mean, no ping just turned his game in the last 3 minutes with some solid rotations and just countering some plays from Infamous that weren't really smart decisions with the amount of damage output that they really have. Now they're really under leveled. Michael is level 4.5 and so is Axel, and they both need the tome badly. Where you look at no ping, you know, this Wyvern's already 6.5, Nyx is almost 6, he's gonna eat the tome now. This is a huge issue. Everything on Infamous is gonna get slowed down now, big time.
And then just going back to that window that you talked about, that past kind of 3 minutes or so, would you consider these mistakes by Infamous? Because it felt like they were doing the right thing, playing aggressively,
Right.
looking for pickoffs, aiming the TA, using Haunt. You know, you said you kind of wanted that for it just Noping outmaneuvering them, right?
Right, I think the root problem was when the Earth Spirit TP bottom and they tried to make the play onto the Necrophos and they failed with the play on the Necrophos with the Earth Spirit dying. Then Mariano also dying top. Because that created that chain effect where the side lanes were completely unstable now. Axe was on his own top, you failed to play bottom, and now this Necro is like completely fine, healthy again, and Angel didn't have really a lane that he could continue to free farm on. They had to just be more natural with their movements.
He doesn't have a lane to farm on now. Like, you look at Angel's positioning, he's been bullied and harassed away by the supports of Noping. Pandaboo is farming out these little neutral camps that Angel wants to take, and he's actually going to curse the Spectre here. They've got Vendetta stun. Oscar's coming with the Reaper Scythe. That's Angel dead. If they can keep him locked up, oh, come on. They can't actually stun Angel enough. Oscar wasn't fast enough, and now, rotation time in from Infamous. Magnetize and the call from Axe. Good cold embrace in the arena. Spear whiffing a bit from Dark Mago. Still going to try and turn onto Mariano, and now the Scythe comes with the Death Pulse. Not quite there for an instant burst onto Angel. I don't think the Death Pulse will finish him off either, but Michael and Matthew trading blows and lives, and Oscar down. Lina comes in. That's who you need, the big magical burst damage to pick off 4 in a row of Noping. Spectre Horns in as well for the last hit.
Oh, he went middle. Angel, what are you doing there, buddy?
Oh God.
Okay. That was scary. All right. But yeah, that was super close. I mean, Nyx didn't get the Vendetta hit off onto the Spectre because he wanted to like try to time it so the curse goes out. Yeah, you can see here right now. You see the curse onto the Spectre. I thought it was an awkward engagement to begin with, but they go for it anyway. The Vendetta hit doesn't do damage. So the Spectre was able to like linger around and kind of bait the Necropulse in some more. And because you're fighting under this tier 2, you got all these heroes who can just TP in. You got Magnetize coming out. They love to take the team fight here. And there's only 4 heroes of No Ping where Infamous, they can bring all 5 into this battle. Axe just trying to chase them. Like they just missed too many spells that well, not too many. They just missed that one spell that was so crucial, and they fought on their tier 2.
Well, I do want to ask, can you carapace Dispersion?
No.
Okay. That's
don't
what I was
think you
wondering
can.
there. Matthew was holding on to it, and I wasn't sure myself. You know, I kind of assume if he's holding it, then he knows that you can't do it.
Is under attack.
But yeah, missing out on that kill and losing so many.
Yeah, you were
Dead even
thinking
game
like
once again.
you can
Like the
carapace,
retaliate.
like retaliate. Yeah, it's not.
Yes. Yeah. Different kind of thing. So Mariano now farming Ancients, well on his way to blink after that Vanguard. Where is he sitting? Kind of 6th place net worth-wise, but there's a pretty tight pack of heroes there. Top 2, the TA and the Lina, of course, but then you've got this Mars Spectre and that Necro Axe, all battling for that net worth positioning. And what does the TA actually do in here? 'Cause
Well,
she's been very,
farming.
very quietly building up, right?
Yeah, she just farms. She gets her items faster than other heroes. Very much like a Luna, like a Dusa, right? TA one of the fastest farmers in the game as well, thanks to Psyblade. And she's more of like an assassin in comparison to Luna and Dusa.
That's in the name.
So she's gonna get her dagger up, just play like a regular TA would. Like when you have a Templar Assassin in a draft, she's your position 1 almost every single time because she gets priority over Ancients, over Neutrals, over Roshan, like the Aegis. Because she needs all of those little things to make her a good hero. Whole point of the hero is to get ahead.
So far forward
Huge
on that
kill.
top lane. Nyx and Necro pair up for a pretty swift kill. They even brought TA and the Mars up there. They can now start to think about maneuvering into mid. Consider that tier 1 as an objective they could take. Winter Wyvern currently just holding on to that lane.
Also an extra 15 seconds on the Lina too, being dead. And I think No Ping there, they see the openings here.
Holy shit, have you looked at the minimap? Look
many
at the
sentries
green
there are?
circles
Yep.
everywhere. Oh my god.
All I've noticed.
Is under attack.
He must have no sentries in the shop.
That's ridiculous. He's going to get caught out here. Do get the stun and the blink call. That's the reveal out of Mariano. Oscar and Dark Mago down to about half HP. They pop the mech in the hood on Oscar. Now the arena. Axel trapped inside. Pandaboo still has a Winter's Curse. They'll spear the Spectre. Angel stuck up against the tree. And the Melt Strike bursts straight through her. Michael's in there. Another blink call from Mariano, but the Winter's Curse is going to hold him in place. Axel now forced to face his axe and batter into him while the 3-man stun from Matthew makes up for any prior mistakes. And a triple for Dark Mago.
That was the most awkward engagement ever. Like, why you're going in against a lineup who has all 5 heroes and Delina's dead. Your number 1 damage dealer. You see the Jar Cup there, he gets a homing missile off and Axe is like, oh, two men going into this? Okay, let me go in and make the call. And then you got the Magnetize comes out, doesn't matter. 1 mech, that's all it takes. And then a Death Pulse, everyone is healed right back up and they just turn around and fight on you because all your spells are on cooldown. Spectre gets speared to the wall here and then that's it. Like, you need your Lina. She's your burst damage. You cannot take these fights without her. And this is what No Ping want. They want to kill one hero and just keep running at you with all the sustain that Necrophos can provide.
And an early Roshan for them. Such a beautiful thing to have. You mentioned it on the TA, right? Having this Aegis now with the Dragonlance Deso, so long-range hits out from HFN. Also the fact that it's going to be a faster second Roshan for them. It feels like that's really what they want as well, because scaling into late game, you know, you do have that worry about the Spectre. So if No Ping can keep that ball rolling and get that earlier second Roshan, they could actually just win the game before Spectre hits the timing.
So I'm beginning to understand a bit more now that this is like the second time we're watching HFN play TA, right? And this game, he's able to dominate a little bit better. It looks like, you know, it's a good carry hero. Has like refraction, you can dodge some damages and stuff. And then he just doesn't build Blink Dagger on it. He just builds it like a Luna, essentially. Just get damage, just walk around, someone stuns the hero, just burst the hero.
Damage stats?
Yeah.
Yeah, Did he go for the same build in the last game as well?
I think so. If I recall correctly, he did not go blink early onto his TA. I'm sure he will go eventually a blink dagger for the swift blink, which is really nice. But just going for the stats, going for the damage right now allows him to like also not throw fights by blinking in deep into an engagement.
No, it was against SG, wasn't it? Yeah. Deso, Dragonlance, BKB Daedalus, Swift Blink.
Yeah.
Didn't even buy the Blink Dagger until 36 minutes. As, yeah, his last item, really. Yeah, it also had the Enchanted Quiver as the neutral item, so we'll keep our eyes open for that. Huge pickup for the TA, if they can find it later on. Michael. Jeez. In that arena, doesn't last long. And Dark Mago so far, he's had a pretty good performance out of the laning phase. You know, the laning phase broke down. Noping have made all the right moves. They've got this Mars up and running. He, like you said, the playmaker is making plays. This 4-man gank squad. Wherever they roam, death follows. Angel, Axel, Mariano out of their triangle. Spot the Mars mid. And they have managed to de-ward the majority of that dire vision.
The Infamous just don't have damage at all right now. And Lina is going for a BKB, so the Mars won't be just going on top of her with the arena. And the Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace is a bit annoying for the Lina as well. And you see HFN, he just pushes top, TP's bottom, pushes top, you know, like TP's top, whatever, just non-stop farming. He does not need to chill and wait to see where Infamous may be, because they just can't kill him, especially with his Aegis now. You know, HFN's probably thinking, oh, I could also buy Aghanim's, then I'm Nature's Prophet on the map, right?
Jumping on your traps.
Yeah, this is just another Nature's Prophet, essentially, for HFN.
Do you know off the top of your head what the cooldown on that is? Because in my head it's like 45 seconds. It's like not that long.
What? Hold on.
Psionic projection.
Nyx.
You can teleport to your trap. Oh, arena on top. Slay an angel. That's that Reaper Scythe. The Necro counters the Spectre. Angel can't be farming up there all alone.
Well, I have no idea. But yeah, they got the kill with the Nyx Assassin, you know, finding the Spectre. Easy snap.
The Hunting Axel.
I mean, that's pretty much the one hero you're really going to TP all everyone for.
Well, Winter Wyvern. That's a freebie. Michael kicks him back into the Lina. But now we're going to start looking at BKBs on Noping and thinking, hey, as you said, if Infamous were lacking damage before in his previous fights, how are they going to fare up against BKBs? Well, a roll in from Michael, catching Oscar. Still holding mech. Laguna Blade tries to burst him down. They get the Oscar Necro, but how many do they lose in the trade-off here? Axel gone, KXY, BKB, TP, successfully home.
No stuns
3
available.
for 2 in the end.
Yep. I mean, I think you take those as Infamous, right? Well, Spectre died top lane
True.
much earlier, so you take the trade here for the Necrophos, your 2 supports, and hopefully you can slow this game down a little bit more. Aegis is out in 30 seconds. TA, yeah, BKB is out. That is a huge problem. But if you can, oh, you also got the Wyvern, right? So you can get a few more kills like this and maybe delay the game further, get to this Manta style on the spec. You can see something happening for Infamous, but Necrophos, this is the guy that you gotta kill first. If you don't kill him, he's gonna keep your entire team alive. Or the enemy team alive.
They just extend these fights out super long. It's the double BKB threat too. Dark Mago's having his delivered. So you really have to ignore the Mars and the TA.
Bowie says the TA's psionic projection cooldown is 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
It's Nature's Prophet, man. That's his theory. It's like, okay, what other hero in Dota
That's ridiculous.
is like a super fast farming carry? You know, he plays Dusa, he plays NP, he plays Luna, and here you go, you got Templar Assassin carry.
Oh, time to get that Ags. Or hope for one to drop from Roshan later on, I guess. It is a bit ridiculous that she can just teleport to traps anywhere on the map. And this smoke from Noping, hoping to find anyone break out of the Radiant base, but incredibly disciplined from Infamous. They are literally just waiting on their high ground by their
Michael.
tier 3.
They're like, I'm sure someone is here farming, right? Because they're not top, they're not bottom.
Well, look at that
Spectre.
dire ward over their Ancients. It's like they expect this kind of move to happen.
Yeah, definitely. They do.
And now they absolutely know. Michael rolls, goes for the TP. Matthew blinks, and he stuns, and he catches the target they wanted. Roll blocked, Carapace up. Matthew, the recon man, turned into assassin.
You know what,
Smokes
Michael?
out the Earth Spirit.
Sorry, Matthew he's redeemed himself. Okay, we can call it that. You know, those first 2 deaths he had, the first blood, the second blood, and just giving away a lot of gold to his opponents. But now with all the catching he's been doing, and it's been good. I like Nyx Assassin. I think this hero is incredibly powerful, Gary.
Yeah, we've seen a fair amount recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just the fact that you are popping smoke, scouting people, forcing the enemy to waste their economy on all of these sentries. You know, like we've seen from Axel here, planting down millions of them all over the map. You are burning through a lot of their money.
Not only that, it's like all the games we've watched where Nyx lost, it feels like he's been doing the most in the team fights. Just being it exactly.
Carapace is one hell of a spell.
Yeah, just catching everybody, and even the mana burn in some of those games. Oh man, TA,
HFN.
finally they caught him.
That is a huge kill, and Panda Boot gonna follow. Glimmered up, dusted, dead. They're looking to catch Oscar as well. A great roll from Michael. Straight onto the onto this Necro. Gonna kick him back. Light Striker is there. They arena, they spear. They actually save Oscar, so forcing the BKB from Cakeswide to walk in. Here, Laguna plays him down. And Dark Mago, he's popped his BKB, but he's got to turn and run. Earth Spirit's gone, but they're going to wipe them all. Nyx Assassin, he's the only one left standing. Do they have reveal? Can they see him after a blink call from Mariano? They absolutely can.
Wow.
Double kill from the Axe and a pause from the Lina there. Yeah, we got you.
I think they just had
Sec
to ditch.
Discord my ass.
They had to ditch so hard, like everybody else after the TA died. Without TA, you have actually no damage on no ping at this stage in the game. And you saw what they can do with the Manta Split, right? All they need is a call, Manta Split onto TA, and she's just dead to the dispersion. I'm sorry, the Desolate, all by itself. So they were waiting for that, the opportunity to smoke up. They had the word on the high ground. We saw the TA. We saw HFN, and now the game feels so much better for Infamous. They just got to make sure that this next Roshan does not go into the hands of Noping. If this next Rosh spawns in the next 60 seconds, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to contest it, because you need that Hound.
And you're going to be fighting. You know, it really is a case of whoever has the numbers, it seems like. Whoever gets the jump, who has the numbers nearest by. Because we've seen Infamous win these fights early on when they had that advantage. Then Noping started grouping up as 5 with all these chain smoking into the enemy side of the map. And that really was just TA, a bit out of position. False sense of security with the wards that they did have. And tier 1 going to be gathered up here by Infamous as their bonus reward. And what's Roshan looking like? Oh, look at that.
Oh, 40 seconds. Oh,
Look at that.
Infamous, you got a few plays going your way in the last minute, but this Roshan is working against you. It's like the frog wants Noping to go to the major. He needs to see HFN at this Valve major.
The TI arc of HFN, yeah. We'll see if they pop their heads in there. As it is just going to be...
Definitely a trap. You're at least gonna drop a trap in there and just wait and see if it spawns. That's one of the strengths of TA2. Free scouting of the Roshan pit. Oh, hello! Guys, there's a Roshan.
There it is. He's alive.
I don't think they've noticed yet. They haven't looked in the pit. Because sometimes the trap... Okay, now he sees it. Let's go.
And they're just walking straight in.
Yep, they don't care.
Know this is their window.
Haunt is on cooldown. You want to wait any longer, you're just going to give more chances for Infamous to fight you. So Infamous, I think they're going to go back into the turtle shell, and they're going to have to wait out another 5 more minutes, as they did with the first stages. But this time around, Noping, they're going to be far more aggressive in the kills that they're looking for on the map, because one kill will lead to a high ground play. They've got all the other towers in this game.
And then give the shard to the TA there. So they're going to have that psionic trap silence.
Yeah, very big.
And there are still some pretty... Oh, Nyx and Gyro having a bit of a party over near that dire tier 2. And yeah, Dark Malgo's there with a Yule Spear. Catch out the Gyrocopter, who, of course, doesn't have buyback right now. While the rest of the team, they are readying themselves to press into that top and mid lane.
The question
There
is
is still the
Are they
The
gonna go
big
high
threat
ground?
of Lina, honestly, with a DD Rune Crystallis. KXY is incredibly powerful with the damage output he's got.
They're trying to catch bottom. Mariano, he got caught out by the Psionic Trap there, and HFN TP bottom. There's a lot of space now, right, for Infamous. They got the Gyrocopter, who's dead, so they can't
Oh, but
really
they see the
do
spec.
much.
Specs under a trap, she's
TA can't
silenced.
get here.
The spear onto the arena. Reaper Scythe,
Is it
is it
enough?
coming? Of course
Oh.
it is. Is it enough to kill her? Oh, not quite, but Angel still dies after the Scythe ends. 50 seconds now is the opening for Noping to go high ground, and they're pinging out the bonus kill. DDKXY, though, the long-range right-click attacks. Dark Mago slain. The trade for Infamous might just keep them in the game.
KXY, he wants to dodge the Nyx Assassin. He knows the Nyx is Invis there, and they're gonna back. Yeah, that trade was very clutch, because that would have been 5 heroes just barreling down to your tier 3 right now. And they didn't get the Necrophos Reaper kill off too. That would have been an extra 25-second death timer, Gary.
Yeah.
So you gotta really be careful with that. Like, getting the kill with the Reaper sight is so important, especially at this stage in the game when you want to go high ground. It could make or break your Rax movements.
I guess they were scared she was going to haunt off to the other side of the map or something.
That's possible. You would have been haunting right onto a Templar Assassin, though.
Yeah, that's also true. Well, Mariano, he's found the pesky bug, the hero that has been causing them an awful lot of problems. So now Noping, this Aegis timer, you know, losing the Mars, losing the Nyx, Aegis starting to lose some of its efficacy as they haunt onto Pandaboo. Wyvern, down you
HFN's
go,
dying too.
and Necro also picked off, Oscar's gone, Michael inside that arena, as Dark Mago saves HFN on that TA, and a double buyback from Noping actually.
That is really rough for Noping. I mean, you're the one with the Aegis. You want to be playing aggressively, and this happens, and you have to buy back both of your heroes. I mean, the Haunt is on cooldown.
Oh, man.
So you got this 2-minute window. This ward
Another
DD
DD.
has been so clutch too, Gary. They're just camping this ward. They want to see someone walk in here. Spectre
Mars
Courier,
Courier?
get the Courier. It's so much gold. Delicious
They
Courier.
want to kill.
Oh, they want to kill, yeah, and it's not going to happen. They're not going to get anything in the end. It's going to have to
They
go
do
back
scam
to
them.
base. You don't want to fight up there, though, because that's where Noping got their vision, right? Noping, like, as soon
Yeah.
as they bought out these heroes, they're like, guys, don't walk into that high ground. We know they see us there. That's how they caught our 2 supports. Let's go to our side, where we got our vision. Let's see if Infamous want to walk into that area, and then we can play. But both teams just going to split the map, and this is going to favor Infamous a lot more, because they get to delay the pushes of Noping, wait for that Haunt to be back up again. They want to do the same exact thing. Find the supports.
And there
See
is
a support
Axel.
getting caught now.
Gyrocopter, they do get an Earth Spirit silence onto Mars. And Gyro dead to rights though, slowed so much. That TA with the minus armor does come out to play. They're just thinking about this Radiant lineup. It is so nice having heroes like Axe and Lina who don't rely on these long cooldowns. When you have a Spectre, you do like these heroes that can just continue fighting,
Axe,
which we saw
TV
there,
cancelled.
right? Oh god!
Radiant
Oh,
TV
oh
got
it's Nyx
cancelled.
Assassin, is it? Of course,
Yep.
Matthew.
It's gonna have to
Stops
walk
the axe
back.
from getting back to base. Well, he's gonna
But the-
he's gonna trace the movement, isn't he?
They want to catch Mariano right now. He's gonna walk right back into the vision. Just 2 wards down in this jungle area for Infamous. Just watching Mariano. Oh my.
And meanwhile, you're tier 3. It's being chipped away at. They get on top of TA, but Arena onto Michael now. Dark Mago just going to go for the simple kill. Oscar holding that Reaper Scythe, as we've been saying, that is solely for the Spectre. And tier 3 down, while Matthew is still toying with Mariano off to that right-hand side of the map. They have
Dark Mago's
kept the
so
axe
low.
completely out of this fight.
He's playing under his vision now. They could try to make a play on Noping's retreat right here. They got the Spectre Haunt ready. They're being
pinging it.
patient. Oh, they don't walk to Mariano. Okay, Noping are gonna get away with this. They didn't get the Rax.
True.
And Aegis is out.
But that so far has been the key concept, right? Playing into vision. Noping playing into that Radiant Triangle area where they've had that Dire Observer Ward for a while. And of course, like you were saying, Infamous playing with Mariano around that Observer Ward just left of his outpost down bottom. And
Yeah, what-
the Dire Triangle too.
When it comes to oh, they're gonna smoke up right here because they got the Spectre Haunt ready, and they
Playing
got the
division.
call under this ward exactly. Like when it comes to these good teams, like these high level teams, it's all about vision, right? We have a hard time seeing that because we're watching from the perspective of both teams, at the same time. So the map fog is not there for us to see. So sometimes the reason why these guys take fights are related to
Oh, the
who
Mars
they
illusion.
see and who they don't see. Oh, they got the
Come
illusion.
on now.
It's
That's
fake.
a
They
Mars
haunted
illusion.
too.
It didn't pop the smoke. Who are they haunting onto? Do they actually continue this?
Exactly.
Are they trying to extend this fight? Because the Spectre, Reaper's Sight down to half HP, the Mars Arena in. They do spear him up as Michael and Angel both die inside the Colosseum. Dark Mago, he's the gladiator for Noping, and he's got Axel in his sights as well. Yule's God's Rebuke back into that TA for a triple.
They wanted that kill on Mars so badly. The moment that Axe jumped in, he just popped the haunt, no hesitation. You know, sometimes you need to play like that. You need to play without any hesitation. He did not think that that was going to be a illusion room, of all things. That is so
Yeah, like,
unfortunate.
I'm just thinking about their team comms because Axel walked up there and his smoke didn't pop, and maybe as he was saying it, they'd made the jump. Like you say, there was no hesitation, and that really did play against them.
Yeah, you gotta think they're so locked into the game. They're not really thinking like, oh, this is an illusion or not, or the smoke popped or not. They're thinking like, okay, who are we gonna jump? But this is such
By
a
the way,
delicate situation right into the game.
The
Yeah, they're
observers
hunting
caught
him.
it, yeah. Who cares about bot? Oh, blink out. Who cares about bot Rax? They're hunting Mariano. Axe in trouble. They've lost mid and bottom lanes already. And they should have a Yule Spear here in a second, unless Mariano can blink himself away. Spider legs. Ooh,
What?
juke in. There's the Yules,
He's
though.
got-
Dark Mago finds him. Spear up. They don't have any real chain stuns. Nyx is out of mana. Try and get a carapace onto a spin or something. It's an extended chase, that's for sure. Spider legs helping Mariano out tremendously, but can't blink away. God's rebuked. He's tanky. He's a beastie boy, this old Axe, but Winter Wyvern's going to come in and help them out, finish him off. Mariano, will you just die? A 5x streak as well.
Damn. I mean, again, Dark Mago with the baits. That illusion play just blew up this whole game. Two sets of Raxes down for Infamous. Axe is also dead for 50 more seconds. Not only was it bad that Infamous took the Raxes while the heroes were dead, now the Axe is dead too for your last set of Raxes without buyback. Haunt is back up in 5. But how do they jump without this blink call with the Blade Mail? It's been so important.
And now Spectre. Oh god. Yeah, that's it. Spectre's down. Oh, maybe not. The heals. Angel does buy back. They've spent their arena as Magnetize and roll in. They do get into the back lines, looking to pick off Pandaboo, but they've got the Winter's Curse to hold them in place. Matthew, Axel trading lives. The Laguna Blade onto HFN.
Cheese.
Has Cheese BKB. HFN to full HP, turns around, blasts them with a Melt Strike, and Angel the dieback. The huge 1000 crit from HFN turns on to the juicy Lina, and Dark Mago's there to block her out as well. A triple for HFN, currently at 13-1-14. 27 of the 37 kills he's been involved in, and what a sick performance from his Templar Assassin. The Glimmer on the Lina will buy a bit of space. Light Strike Array onto HFN. They burst down this TA. No BKB, no cheese this time, and Mariano gets the dunk. They haven't lost that final lane of Rax. Necro doesn't take down Lina either. They do not have the Spectre, the Gyro, or the Earth Spirit for quite a while, but Dark Mago spearing his Mariano Axe. Lina's come back in for another go at things. But I think Noping have got to retreat now. Oh! The Blink Laguna! Dark Mago snap buys back.
Yeah,
They want to put this one to a close because Roshan's alive, man.
They just want to get the Aegis here, I guess. And HFN, he actually sold his boots for Boots of Travels now. So but he didn't really TP into that team fight. And I'm just surprised Infamous managed to hold this Rax. Because after that Spectre dieback, I thought it was all over. But there is a little bit of an opening for Infamous, right? When they're alive, if they can somehow, I don't know how, Gary, kill this TA 2 more times. She does not have a buyback.
I mean, nobody in the game has a buyback right now.
Yeah.
Look at that buyback
everyone's
list.
bought out. Okay, they're going right back in there.
Yeah, straight onto buildings. 12 seconds without the Spectre. Glyph, though, from the Radiant, Infamous, still trying to hold out for dear hope here. In comes the Arena Spear. BKB not pressed by the Lina, so half HP immediately. Has the BKB to run. Light Strike Array, Laguna Blade, looking for Oscar's Necro. They get the takedown. He's done for, but the Mega Creeps will be coming. Mariano slain as he retreated back to his tier 4, and KXY finally picked off, and for 2 minutes, no Lina, no damage. Dark Mago is on top of Axel. HFN, how many hits? Melt Strike towards Angel. Axel's Ghost Sceptered up, but I don't believe he will last in too long. They've Haunted and aiming Panda Boo. Good stun for the next though, and a Witness Curse. It comes out onto the Earth Spirit. Michael being battered by the Angel Spectre, while Aegis is popped on HFN. It's the dying death throes of Infamous, though, as they will be wiped off the face of the map and forced to call GG.
GG. I mean, HFN's done it 2 times now. It's one with the TA position 1. But my perspective of this hero has changed in like how he's playing it, right? We know this TA for 10 years as this hero who just buys Deso Blink Dagger, just runs around, kills people, and needs to keep like killing, and that's it. But the way that he's playing it is just as another carry hero who just buys damage items, stat items, and just stays with her team in team fights and just kills a target that's right in front of her. She's not going to be this hero that's going to be jumping in the back, constantly she does need Aegis and whatever, but it's just a little bit different, right? Just cutting that Blink Dagger out of the equation. And as long as she's winning the lanes decently, it's been working out. And Infamous, I think they just made a few too many mistakes. They're a hungry team. They always want to fight. This hero, these guys love to play from when they're ahead, but when they're behind, they got to make much smarter decisions, especially in this game. They fought a lot of times outnumbered, and they just lost the game off those plays.
Yeah, then it also affects the draft logic, which I'm sure the panel will go into. But you start thinking about, hey, we banned the Luna, we banned the Medusa. Do we have to start banning the TA now as well? Or do we just leave all of HFN's heroes in? Winning against the Pudge and against SG was kind of like